Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our last Order of the Stick stream for February because we will not be able to do this for a couple more weeks. But
To,
Hello.
to be fair, if we could do it next week, it'd still be the last streamed for February.
because of this, we're going to try to get as much done today as possible. So let's get into it. Penty?
Defeating a superior combatant with nothing but your wits and environment. It's like something I'd have done when I was your level. Except for the part where you scared away the spectators. Stylic differences, I suppose. I was right about you. You're too valuable to waste battling criminals to the death. We'll tell the audience that both you and the half-orc were killed in the collapse and start fresh with a new champ. Was he? Thog, I mean, is he dead? We won't know until we dig him out, I'm afraid. Oh. I'd like you to come work for me as a special operative. I have some long-term plans in motion, and sometimes they need a little nudge here and there from someone with your talents. Thanks, but I'm not really interested in that sort of work. I'll make you a deal. Come back to my palace and talk it over with humanoid resources, and I'll grant you amnesty for whatever crime landed you here. I'll even expunge the record for you. Don't like what you hear? Walk away, no strings. Though I am confident we can make you an offer within your range. For the halfling too, amnesty in writing. Sure, everyone needs a sidekick.
I got your kick in the side right here.
I really don't want to do that, Shiny. That's
Yeah.
rude.
Yeah, whatever. TikTok.
Honestly, let me see if there's any decent lines Shiny gets at the last part of this. It's mostly Team Evil, which means there's no Durkon and no Blackwing. So, if I think that he'd miss a few demon cockroach lines at the end, and that's it.
I'm sure Tom can do those just fine.
Yeah. Villainy afoot is where we're starting, and I do not actually want to do this on stream because it is a major spoiler, but I'm just gonna scroll through it. Yep, only demon cockroaches. We're good.
I mean, I am still going to stick around until I need to go.
Okay.
Obviously.
All right, thank you.
So how is everyone today?
Honestly, it's chill. I managed to work on my comic for the first time in months. But I've been suffering some allergies issues. Don't know what's causing it. But I took medication for that last night and this afternoon, so I'm hoping it's not too noticeable with my performance, especially because tonight I'm going to have one of those scenes where it's just one person talking back and forth.
Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure I don't know what those scenes are like.
No. All right, Dee Dee, we gotcha. Bell Carline. 813, second row, rightmost panel.
Yeah, wait. Give me a second.
No problem.
Penty, when you said yes right now, I felt very
I didn't
lots of
say
hatred.
yes right now.
You did when the chat.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I felt
reached that line.
I felt anger behind that message. I'm like, okay, better not disappoint Penty.
Do not mess with icons.
818 or 813?
813.
Okay, I'm coming. Give me a second. Yeah, I got your kick in the side right here.
And for two old men I met in prison. Now, wait a minute. I'm not going to throw open the gates of my jail, and I gave my word that when I walked out there, I was taking them with me. If they stay, I stay. Well, I certainly appreciate a man who stands by his word. Very well, we have a deal. Give your information and the other 2 names to Flying Kobold.
So what originally brought you to the Empire?
Oh, you know, the usual reasons.
Which are...
Sightseeing, mostly.
Really? We're not known for our tourism. What sites exactly did you come to see?
Well, there was,
He's just pulling your leg. We're wanted in several other nations for racketeering, jury tampering, and interfering with a mail courier. This seemed like a good place to hold up. Ah, well, that makes a lot more sense. You might be interested in our Qualified Fugitive Assistance program, then.
Thanks for the cover story.
Cover story? Spoken like a man who's never had to flee a jurisdiction in his life. Hand me that pamphlet, would you?
That generally comes with being awful.
Hey, I am not awful. I am not awful. I am sexy, and this just happens to be a byproduct of being this fucking hot.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Brontosaurus Express. Beats walking back to town, huh? Isn't a Brontosaurus really just an Apatosaurus with the head of a different dinosaur? And a Hippogriff is really just a horse with the head and wings of a bird, but I've still got 8 squadrons mounted on the damn things. Huh. Fair enough.
Here are the 2 prisoners that are being released.
Billy.
I'm not seeing anything on the page yet because it hasn't loaded yet.
Okay.
Tarkin, you venomous snake in the sand. I should have known you'd.
Penty?
Sorry, calm down. You're going to ruin everything. Look, you said they always managed to catch you somehow. Well, I got us an official pardon, so now they won't be looking for your role. But only if you play it cool. Huh. You know, you do look oddly familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Maybe you saw me in the arena, General. I did a lot of dodging there when I was first jailed. Oh, I know. Maybe you looked down and saw me when you were riding roughshod over my civil rights.
Perhaps, or maybe I remember you from when you were biting the hand that was feeding you.
Or maybe you saw me when I was throwing off the yoke of tyranny.
Or were you in the crowd cheering when I forged order and stability out of anarchy? Your definition of playing it cool substantially differs from mine.
Anarchy? Try freedom.
Same concept.
Land doesn't need your kind of stability.
Everyone needs my kind of stability.
You fascist.
Okay, well, I'm sure the general would rather not be subject to your troglodytic stench, so let's just... No, I'm positive I know that man. Kilka, let me see the prison files on this.
Whoopsie daisy. Physical comedy. Ha! Well, what else would you expect from a bumbling sidekick?
Kill, we're almost to the palace. Fly ahead and gather your main files on these men.
Beanie, you having loading issues?
Oh, that's me. Yes, General.
As for you 2, where did they go? Who? The men you asked me to release. Beats me, they were here just a moment ago.
Man, I didn't see a thing.
The old Batman exit ought to leave an impression on the bastard.
We should probably head to Ivy's house.
No, they'll be looking for us there.
No one will be looking for us, Ian. We have signed amnesty papers.
And if you think that's good for anything but wiping your ass, you don't understand Tarkin at all. Now quit whining and keep up. I know a place.
Break enchantment. There you go, ass.
Now,
Haley, you're safe! Hooray!
what happened with the Linear Guild? And why are we at the palace? Wait, is this one of those times when you'll fill me in later?
It's better to use exposition to cover stuff no one saw, like those restoration spells Durkon cast on him and me.
Ellen, are you safe? The guards told me about Neil when our dinosaur attacked.
See? That probably saved free panels right there.
Don't worry, Ellen. My men will find him. What makes me curious, though, is why he would risk attacking you right under my nose.
I don't know either, Dad, though he did say something about throwing it together at the last minute. In fact, he accused me of coming here just to fight him.
Huh. Is it possible that this man came here independently because he was looking for someone? Someone you might also be looking for?
Tom?
Damn it, you're
Sorry,
lying.
I was chewing. Sorry. Ellen, that gladiator I've never met before is right. What if Neil knows that your dad knows Gerard?
Oh man, Dad! Can't let Neil find him before we do. I know I still owe you one for one more night, but...
I understand. If it will help you thwart whatever Nail is planning, I'll happily tell you everything I know about that Drake Tooth. The first thing you need to know is...
Dad, wait! Don't you want to take a dramatic pause first?
Ah, good catch, son. I almost launched right into it there. What was I thinking?
The sunrise. You don't need to say that aloud.
The first thing you need to know is that I never met the man personally, but I did hear quite a bit about him from my recently departed ninth wife. When Penelope was young, 15 years ago, before we met, she fell in love with a man, a street illusionist by trade, red-haired and with a very distinctive facial tattoo. After a whirlwind courtship, they married and she gave birth to a baby girl. One morning, shortly after the baby was weaned, Penelope awoke to find both her husband and her daughter gone, and her family's considerable coffers emptied. She spent years searching for her daughter, but was never successful. Even divinations could not reveal her location, though they were able to tell her that the name she knew was in fact an alias, and his real name was
Gerard Draketooth.
Orin Draketooth. I never said I knew anything about anyone named Gerard, just Draketooth.
Oh man, all this trouble and it turns out it was the wrong guy the whole time?
No, Ellen, it makes sense. General, I need to confer with Ellen privately for a moment. And Brother Thundershield, I may need spiritual guidance. We already suspected Gerard had an organization, but he's ultra paranoid. He's like my dad. So if it was my dad guarding the gate, who would be the only people he would trust?
His family.
Exactly. Orin must be his son or grandson, sent out to sire another generation to keep the clan going.
Dad, would Neil have known this story from before he ever left?
Oh, certainly. Get a few drinks in his stepmother and she wouldn't shut up about it. Tragically, she had even hinted to me a few weeks ago that a new friend had helped her uncover a lead that Draketooth might be holed up in Windy Canyon. She was planning on hiring adventurers to follow up when she unexpectedly passed.
All right, here.
Well, you know.
This is going to be a joke later. So every time when we see that word, we're going to switch how it's pronounced.
Huh?
Windy.
Windy, windy, etc. Because it can mean
Right.
2 different things.
Tom?
Sorry, I'm chewing again. Ken Gold says that the new friend was really Sabine in disguise.
Ach, no bet.
Neil probably spent months helping her find the Drake loops. Then he must have killed her so she wouldn't spill any more details. Haley, Neil is probably on his way there right now.
Yeah, but don't stress, babe. I'm sure Gerard can crush him and Sabine easily.
I'm not worried about Neil fighting him. I'm worried about Neil talking to him.
Ach,
Oh no,
that's,
words.
that's good. Nail can be awful tricky.
Yeah, okay, but even we managed to use discern lies, and they probably got their act together a lot more than we do.
He doesn't need to lie at all. All he has to do is tell Gerard that we're friends with the Sapphire Guard, which is totally true. And then Gerard will never ever trust us.
Ellen, you're absolutely right. How did that happen? We need to make contact with Gerard, or Oren, or whomever, before Nail does.
Dad, I'm sorry to have to run away like this, but Haley and I need to go beat Nail to the windy canyon.
Think nothing of it, Ellen. We've all had that one adventure that suddenly turned into a race.
I forgot. Did we decide which one this particular version of guy in the Vector Legion does? Oh wait, actually no. This is a good adventure party. Billy.
If Tarkin and his party get their hands on the lost treasure of Sidigi, they'll have enough money to raise an army of 10,000 men. For the sake of of everyone on the continent, we cannot fail.
Spoiler alert, they failed.
That's funny.
When did Tarkin gain the can speak in narrator voice trait?
Did you not see me narrating the story of you?
Yes,
Whatever.
I was making a joke.
Ellen, before you go, I'm worried about your safety. Nail can be very dangerous.
Don't worry, Dad. I beat him twice.
Precisely. Recurring foes always get stronger with successive appearances. I want to see Nail brought to justice as much as you do. He's a destabilizing influence who knows too much. And seeing how well you grew up, I can't help but feel a little responsible for how Nail turned out. Stopping him is as much my duty as yours. Therefore, I'd like to send some personnel along with you. Bodyguards of a sort.
Dad, I don't think that's such a good idea.
No, really, I must insist. I even have specific candidates in mind.
Who?
Them. Huh?
Beanie?
Who? What?
We don't work for you yet, General. Consider this an audition. Accompany my son on his mission to apprehend his brother. If he comes back alive, I'll give you both permanent positions. How's that sound?
Like you're getting us to work for free.
Yes, but think of the exposure.
Hate that.
He is lawful evil after all.
We're
Do
in
I
the
have
desert. We can quite easily die of exposure.
Do I have the option of refusing at that time if I dislike the terms? I suppose, but then I accept. Good! Keep in mind that if any lasting harm comes to my son while he is under your protection, I will hold you and your family members personally responsible. I take all of my responsibilities personally. Thanks. Do you? Ha! Fantastic. Ellen, this warrior here is going to be guarding you from now on. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Ellen. What's your name, Roy?
Boy. Ah, here it comes. Since time is of the essence, I sent for this gift from my personal vault.
Whoa.
Is that what I think it is?
A ham-fisted retreat of an overplayed cultural motif?
Motif. It's especially funny that the actually Muslim dude says that.
This is my
Who's Muslim?
fastest.
I
Wait,
assumed,
who's Muslim?
oh, I assumed you were because Batty is.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay.
This is my fastest flying carpet, Ellen. You'll note both its red color as well as its racing stripes. It should get you to win. Trying to come up with a way to say this.
The candy that starts with
Last
the
time
W in 2 days.
I said windy last, so you go back to windy.
Win Nadi Canyon in 2 days if you take turns sleeping while it flies.
Dad, I told you that I didn't want any of your evil magic items.
We didn't craft this one, though. A friend of mine did steal it, but from a very wealthy man who owns six others.
I guess it's not as bad then.
Indeed, I promise he only missed it for a few seconds. At any rate, I'm happy to put at your disposal any or all resources of this kingdom.
How do you control it?
Fear and intimidation, mostly, though a little torture here and there helps. Or did you mean the carpet? Just pull on one of the tassels. Malak! Good, there you are.
General Tarkin, I don't think your son has the same interest in statecraft.
Shiny.
What, sorry?
Malak.
Malak line.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry about that.
You are forgiven.
I always forgive the shiny.
I have no time for idle chatter, Tarquin. Your vile spawn is afoot.
Yes, which is why my less vile spawn is leaving to chase him down.
Should you defeat him, save his skull, I will pay handsomely for it to adorn my study.
That is, certainly a thing that someone could do. I guess we'll be leaving now then.
All aboard the Arabian. All aboard the Arabian Cliche Express.
Ellen, aren't you forgetting Varsuvius?
Oh, I forgot I was forgetting.
I heard something about an elf wizard named Varsuvius that won a duel with a drow, but was banished to another plane in the process.
What? Oh no!
Where did you hear that?
A little bird told me.
Oh,
I hope being separated from you doesn't make V all crackly skinned again.
don't worry, Ellen. Vi will be able to contact us with magic tomorrow, after preparing new spells.
I suppose I ought to be leaving too. I got a pilgrimage left to do. A shame. I enjoyed our conversation very much and look forward to continuing them someday in the future. I hope they do.
Dad, I don't know what to say. The carpet and Roy?
Thank you would suffice, or was etiquette too much formality for that mother of yours?
No, Dad. I mean, you're helping us so much, but you're such a bad guy. And all those poor people. I mean...
Ellen, please, we'll have time to discuss our civic obligations later, once Nail has been dealt with. Until then, let's agree to disagree.
Okay, Dad. I guess. Now it's your line, Beanie.
All aboard the Cliche Arabian Express.
Tom?
Hey, Father. Sorry. Hey, Father Thundershield. We could give you a lift to the town gate if you want.
Oh, I didn't like carpets. They didn't know how to stay on the floor.
Just get on the damn rug.
Bye, Dad. Thank you.
You know, I can't shake the feeling that they're all secretly working together.
Gee, you think?
Also, the desert is dry.
Really, Malak, it's fairly obvious. They're a classic team: fighter, rogue, wizard, and cleric, with a jack of all trades bard as the fifth man.
And the halfling.
The foil, I imagine, it'd get terribly dull without a little internal conflict, you know? Frankly, when 4 to 6 high-level adventurers show up on my doorstep at the same time, I assume they're a team until disproven.
I suppose it makes sense, but why would I?
Uncertain at this point, but I saw no reason not to help them put the band back together. It is in our own best interest that they succeed.
Then you think they will be the ones to catch Nail?
Nail? No, they have zero chance of catching Nail, simply because there is zero chance that Nail has left the city, or even the palace.
What? Then you know where he is right now. How?
What it comes down to, old friend, is that I know my son. I know how he thinks. The exact details are irrelevant. For example, I could say that I know because Nail is a cautious planner, and did not take the opportunity to leave the city even after learning whatever it is he learned via my dear departed Penelope. His team was stronger than it is now, so I might have concluded that he will not depart until he's recruited replacements. Or perhaps I could say that I know Nail is still here because I know he is an invertebrate egomaniac at heart. He could never bear to flee before learning what Ellen and I had to say about him after his little ambush, even if it would make no tactical sense to stay here when we are actively seeking him. Or maybe, just maybe, I could say that I know that Nail is not aware of what magic item Penelope gave me for my birthday last year before she mysteriously passed.
Your birthday? You mean your ring of true seeing?
Exactly.
I love your emphasis on mysterious circumstances because that will lead to an excellent meta joke later. Dimension! Gah!
Invisibility purge, your doom is near at hand, human.
Now, Malak, let's not be hasty. There's quite a lot going on here.
So you knew I was watching the whole time, but said nothing? Typical. With true seeing, I suppose you knew about my drow spy from the start, too.
Of course, though I didn't know he was really working for you until today, if that helps. I naturally assumed that the Dark Elf hierarchy was scouting me for a possible alliance against their surface kin. Though, in retrospect, I guess I shouldn't have sent them all those fruit baskets until I was absolutely certain. Remember, Nail, who knows that you know is important as knowing it in the first place?
But you look like a fool for being ignorant.
So what? Better to look the fool than be one.
Enough chatter. Let these be your final words to him.
Yes, I'm sorry, Neil, but I must defer to my colleague's grief.
What?
I certainly have no interest in seeing my son die, but I cannot, in good conscience, postpone Malak's revenge.
No, wait! I have information.
What kind of information?
I know about something big. Something that could cut a decade or more off your conquest plans.
Something connected to Orange Draketooth and the Windy Cavern.
It's
Canyon.
windy. It's windy this time.
Windy Canyon.
Yes.
Something important enough that you risked coming back here based on a half-remembered clue your stepmother mentioned while drunk. Something important enough that a hero of Ellen's obvious character rushed out the door at the mere suggestion of its location.
God damn you. You knew all along, didn't you?
Not exactly, but it became clear that there was something worth going on knowing. And that's reason enough for me to learn it. Now, Nail, tell me what you know.
Fine. It involves a series of gates. And I knew as soon as the old king mentioned the name Draketooth that it would end up being connected to your stupid wife.
So when you returned here, you made contact with her right before her mysterious death.
Sabine posed as a new fortune teller in town and used Penelope's connection to Orin to strengthen Zidri's divinations. Even then, it took months of casting over and over before we were able to illuminate every part of the desert except Windy Canyon.
And then you mysteriously killed her to keep her from telling me. You knew I'd figure it out.
What? No! We could have narrowed it down even further the next day if you hadn't killed her out of spite.
Solve that mystery on your own time, Tarquin. Now that we know what he knows, his soul is mine.
There's a special ritual needed to control the Snarl.
And you know this ritual?
No, but I know one who does. I've worked with them before. You won't get it from them without my help.
Well then, it appears we have no choice but to keep you alive for now. Well played.
Tom?
Oh, hi. Pop.
Sabine's back.
Nail, what are you doing? Don't tell him about you know what.
I did already, baby. I'm sorry.
Sabine, it has been too long. You're looking lovely.
That's a meaningless compliment to a shape changer, Tarquin.
Yes, I know.
Great. Dad, while you're drooling over my girlfriend, Ellen is getting closer to Huron's gate.
Really, Nail, did I teach you nothing about stories?
Sure. You're the one who taught me that bards are underpowered.
They are. With their mastery of narrative structure, they should be ruling the entire cosmos by now, instead of wasting time singing in taverns.
Listen, a bunch of bardmains don't want to deal with the politics. That's why they keep to what they do.
But I digress. The important point is this. In any race for hidden treasure, it is always the protagonists who sweat and bleed and die to overcome the many challenges inherent in finding it. Only for the antagonists to seize it from them at the last minute. Well,
I'm not saying done, done, done for you.
that is not how I raised you, young man.
I think you would sound angrier.
That is not how I raised you, young man.
The flying carpet I gave your brother has a tiny rune stitched on the underside. With the right spell, it should be child's play to track Ellen. The Linear Guild will follow Ellen. Once he has control of the gate, they will seize it from him before signaling my forces to secure the area.
Yeah, one problem. The Linear Guild is just me and Sabine now.
Is it now?
Tom? Zidri.
Zidri.
Then do we have fog, too?
Sorry, no, I don't work with loose cannons like that. Too erratic. I still haven't figured out how he managed to flood the palace with lemon pudding that time.
Well, we're not going to get very far against the Order of the Stick without a frontline fighter.
How fortunate for you, then, that you sprung from the loins of the finest warrior of this generation.
You?
Oh, his generation, whatever.
You're going to join the Linear Guild.
No way. This is Nail's team.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of usurping command. If anything, I look forward to seeing how you handle this operation. You've managed to impress me, hiding under my nose for months. I'll just be along for the ride, and the chance to fight that Greenhill fellow. It's been a long time since I saw a strategist worth battling, and I'm eager to get my hands dirty for a change. I may even get my axe out of storage for the occasion. Which leaves us needing a divine spellcaster.
No. I will not work with that villain. He murdered my...
Stop it. Your kids are gone, have been gone for years. Man up. I'm tired of hearing about it. This is business, Malak. Business.
I alone shall handle the dwarf. He deserves that honor, regardless of his minor deception.
Fine. I have no problem with that. There. Now how's that for a new linear guild, son?
I don't know. It seems pretty strong, but something's missing. Beanie.
General, I have the file that you asked for on that prisoner. His name is... Why are you looking at me like that?
So that's why when we lost Orby, Penty had to be Tarquin, and Shiny had to be Malak, and Deanie had to be Kilkill.
I thought it was just because the Vector Legion was following the same structure.
Nope, this is a new iteration of the Linear Guild.
Meanwhile, in Azure City / Gobotopia.
Deanie?
Give me a sec.
Search.
Hey, is this it?
Woo! Wait. That's Jyrix.
We need to head... No, that's me, right? We need to head right to the tower and hand this over to Prime Minister Jyrix immediately.
So that's not Jyrix.
It's not.
No, I said that, guy. I already moved to the next phase and wanted to remind people that Blue Cope is... Oh, no, he isn't. Sorry. God damn it. There are so many goblin clerics in this story. We'll go Tom and Shiny.
Huh?
Second goblin.
Oh. Does anyone have any idea what this Dryad is supposed to do? That's so important.
Shiny.
Beats me, but I'm pretty sure a whole unit isn't for a reward for finding it.
Does she mean an actual reward? Or an ironic final reward?
Deanie.
A real one, definitely not like what happened with Shelby.
Okay, good. There was bad enough waiting around in raw sewage for this stupid thing, and I really don't want to end up dead because of...
Dunk.
Shiny.
Resistance? How could the...
No, wait, it is actually your line first.
The Resistance? How could they have found about this so soon?
Shiny.
What?
Yeah, you were that random goblin.
Okay, I've completely lost track of where I'm supposed to be.
A24, second row, left panel. The goblin who is not in the blue cloak.
I thought they were called as that bat.
Yes.
Okay, I thought they were called the Azure City Underground.
Penty, I think you have that elf.
Attack!
I've got it! Tom, I think you get Haley elf.
Oh. All enemy combatants killed, Commander.
Good. They won't be able to report back who stole the Lich's phylactery. Withdraw!
Ha! As easy as taking candy from a baby. I forget who was this paladin. Hope.
Might have been me?
I think so.
Excuse me?
Fine, fine. It's easy as taking an apocalypse candy from a doom baby.
Haha, yes it was.
Scared stick in the holy mud. Sacred stick in the holy mud.
I
Score one for the resistance! Woo! I think Billy had this one. Or was it Tom?
Don't. I think about it. Weren't
I think it was
they
Bill.
one of the speakers in the?
Yeah, I
just-
think we ended up casting them as the opposite gender as what the characters were. So that would make Tom this guy.
I thought Billy was them.
Okay then.
Don't start celebrating just yet, New. This little trinket isn't going to fix everything.
Yes, this is an important victory, but it does not free our homeland.
Penty?
We're just lucky we've got such quick intel from our spy in the Goblin's Tower. Yes, with that I must agree. I thought polymorphing your rogue into a hobgoblin wouldn't have worked, but we would not have succeeded without this tip-off. Commander, as soon as we reach the caves, I want your team wizard to take the amulet and teleport back to Elven lands. Agreed. Our mages are better equipped to crack whatever protective spells he has cast on it. Lieutenant, you should follow up with our spy as soon as you can. Maybe they can assassinate whoever else knows that they found anything.
Understood.
With luck, the hobbos won't even know to stop looking for the damned.
Normally, this sort of display is for my colleagues, Bailiwick.
Commander,
But your choice and decor forced me to summon my own interior decorators. By which I mean they will be redecorating mostly with your interiors.
An osmium golem.
Redcloak here?
Attack! No, retreat before they cut us off with.
Tom? Be that wizard.
which one?
Pink-haired elf wizard. Oh wait, that's
Okay.
Billy. No wait, that should be Billy, sorry.
No, retreat before they cut us off with.
No, the pink-haired wizard. Oh wait, actually Tom, you say attack, then Billy voices the wizard.
But that's not me. That's the commander.
Oh yeah, oh right, that's Penty. Sorry.
I already said that
Okay.
line. though.
And then I said that line, and then dismiss.
You will be repaid for each elf slain with the bite of my steel, goblin.
If it's all the same to you, I'm going to try not to waste my breath trading threats with a dead man. Damn it. I just did it right there, didn't I? Screw it. Implosion.
What's...
Lurch.
Whoa.
Nothing quite like the feel of a new spell level. Now, I believe one of you is holding on to some fine jewelry that belongs to me.
You need to get that cursed thing away from here. You can't locate it with magic, so get out and hide. We'll hold them off as long as we can.
Shiny hasn't got to do a lot, so you can be this guy.
Where am I?
Middle of page 826.
I think it's the bald man.
Oh yeah, the one with the really fine cut.
Yeah, okay, I think this way, I know a secret tunnel.
Can't believe this is happening. How did he know that we had it?
Don't worry, we're almost at the end.
Of the tunnel?
No, the end of me having to live like one of you stinking humans. Do you know how many weeks I sat in that prison waiting for you to, quote-unquote, rescue me?
Bastard.
What? Did you really think you folks had invented the idea of polymorph spies? Guess this serves as a valuable lesson on books and covers and all that. Or not. I'm probably reading too much into it.
Dead.
Supreme Leader, I have it. I have the phylactery.
Outstanding. Now go help wipe out the last few humans.
By the 12 gods, Neo, he has the amulet.
Then let's take him out or die trying.
No, Neo, you must.
Quiet.
Huh? Sorry. Huh?
The resistance is dead. The phylactery lost. You need to take the scroll of sending and run as far away from this man as you can. When you're clear, use the contact Lord Hinjo and tell him.
But what about...
Nothing else matters. My life is the toll I'd gladly pay to get that message to our king.
Haley told me to let you handle anything requiring stealth, New, and this is exactly that.
Do you require that to be an order? It is. A direct order. Go.
You're the bravest man I ever met.
And you're the slowest woman. Run. You die first, traitor.
Ah, Supreme Leader, help me.
A paladin. Crap. Now the environmental guys are going to be on my ass for killing you. You know, an endangered species protection and all that.
Face me yourself, Goblin. One-on-one, like a man, without your summoned toys. Or are the rumors true? Was your eye taken by one of my brothers? Perhaps you are afraid that I will take the other.
Interesting. Not too long ago that would have been a very effective taunt, but you can thank one of your brothers for its futility now. What I have lost in depth perception I have gained in perspective. Stupid risks are just that. Stupid. Question. Gentlemen, all in all, a job well done. I think you'll each find a little something extra in each of your payment envelopes as a result. Beanie, you haven't had a lot to do, so you can be this demon.
Wait, I'm getting an iPod.
I'm sorry I can't raise you, my friend, but the exact details here need to remain between me and our God. I just thanked the Dark One that I didn't need to execute you myself. Earthquake! Word of recall!
And I need to go because I'm getting pulled from my group now.
Yep, and this is all rhyme hour until the last couple of pages of this.
I mean, I have a line.
Oh, yeah.
Of this one.
I thought you wanted us to stop there.
No, we're stopped. This is the best. There's a big scene that's coming up between my characters, and after that, we enter the very last stretch of the bloodlines and the family archive.
And then
Oh.
Good
Later.
night, Shiny.
Good night, Johnny.
I think that's one of your whites.
Uh-oh, someone is entering.
What the hell is going on here? Oh, hey, you don't mind that we let ourselves in, do you? Sorry about that dead hobgoblin, but the old-timer wouldn't cough up the magic key you gave him to get past your wards. Those wards exist because this is my private study, Tsukiko. Get out. Or what? You'll make me. Also, if you so much as touch me, and I'll go slaughter 100 hobgoblins and tell Zygon I needed their bodies for research. What do you think he'll say, huh? Fine. Is there some reason you chose to break into my private room while I was out? Sure, breaking in while you were here would have been a whole lot harder. Funny. You know what I mean. I'm just doing the same thing we're doing all these days. I'm looking for something really important, something I think we both know that you're hiding. Is it the remote control for the TiVo? Because I told the monster in the dock that I don't have it like 20 times already. Ha! I know, right? It's like, hello! Some of us can't sit around watching Real Housewives of Tartarus all day long. I think you have more pressing problems than worrying about me going for your stuff, like how you're going to break it to Zygon that your dumb hobgoblin's lost his phylactery. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to remind him that suppressing this rebellion was your assignment. Who was the old guy anyway? Janitor or something? Something. Well, you'll be happy to know that he did a good job of cleaning up here. I can't find anything. And once again, the thing you are looking for is the other half of this. Recognize it? Yes. Arcane ritual you wrote down for Zyklon so he can learn to control the big snarly thing when the time comes. I said I recognized it. Why do you have it? He gave it to me. He said he didn't understand how it worked and I should figure it out for him because I'm smart and beautiful and we have a special bond like that. I see. And did you figure it out? Sort of. Enough to know that this isn't the whole thing. There's a divine half, too. So you decided to break in and look for it. Pretty much. How am I doing being this one-woman show?
Yeah, it's
Doing
pretty
good.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's my pleasure to tell you that this was a waste of time. The divine half of the ritual is up here, safe and sound. The crimson mantle imparts it to its wearer's mind directly, and only then if they are a priest of the Dark One. Darn it, that's a shame. Finding out would have really been a smoking wand. Okay, well, now that you know you can't find it, can you please leave? No can do, Eddie, because this big special ritual that's supposed to control the big mean thing in the middle of the world, I don't think it does what everyone thinks it does. What do you mean? See, if this ritual controlled this snarl, it would have lines of enchantment on it, or transmutation maybe, if it bodily manipulated the thing's form. But once I realized that I was looking at only part of each effect, I saw that it doesn't have any of that. It has conjuration, which means your big secret is out of the bag. Wrong eye. What does this prove exactly? Lots of conjuration spells grant a form of control. Planar ally or summon? Those are spells from the calling or summoning sub-schools, jerk-ass. This is strictly a teleportation sub-school effect, and I don't even think it targets a creature at all. Zyklon not be educated enough to know the difference, but I do. I was expelled from some of the best wizard academies in the South, you know. He thinks he'll be able to control the snarl and use it to destroy his many enemies, but it doesn't work that way, does it? Thought so. And this information you seem to think you've uncovered. What do you intend to do with it? Tell Zyklon. Duh. Jirex already contacted him to tell him the phylactery has been located, so he's teleporting back any minute. When he does, I'm going to tell him that you have been lying to him. How do you like that, P-head? And when I do tell him, he'll fire you and promote me to be his right-hand girl. So we'll have to work together closely, very closely. A lot of late nights, just me and him. And one night, as we're scribing spells by candlelight, his bony hand will brush against my... Not that interrupting that train of thought wouldn't be enough reason for me to speak. But why exactly do you think I'm just going to allow you to just tell him? Allow? What's this allow? You're going to allow me to tell him because you're a spineless coward squirming under Zyklon's heel. You'll back down and let me have your way, just like you have every time we butted heads for the last year or so. Because, you work for Zyklon, and Zyklon likes me. Now, tell me, what does the ritual do so I can tell him? It moves the gate. Huh? The gate upon which the spell is cast. It shifts it, or rather, allows it to be shifted at a later time, to another plane, along with the terra and space around which it has been built. The divine half of the ritual also gives control over which plane the gate arrives at, to my deity, the Dark One, rather than to myself or Zyklon. In that way, the Dark One may use the threat of releasing the snarl on their home plane to blackmail the other gods into a series of concessions that will improve the lives of the goblin race. That doesn't help Zyklon at all. Yes, I know. That's why I've kept it from him for more than 30 years. 12 gods! I didn't think. You're right, of course, about me. I have let you have your way time and again, because stopping you would have disrupted the delicate balance between Zyklon and myself. But now, right now, not stopping you would upset that balance even more. Seize her!
Okay, you're the boss.
What the? Sweeties, you need to listen to Mommy. You need to let go.
We're sorry, old mistress. Master gives us an order.
She has a ring that protects her from your draining touch, doesn't she? Take it off and give it to me. Ah! Let go! Your hands hurt, Mommy! That's what you've never really understood about the undead, Tsukiko. You treat them like they're people, when they're nothing but bits of skin and bone and dark energy glued together by magic to the shape of a man. Teleport! This room is dimensionally locked. Shout! Counterspell. So many spells, so few that can be cast but while being grappled. See, the undead are tools, powerful, dangerous tools. From the lowest zombie to Zyklon himself, the undead are just complex weapons that we make and aim at other people. All that differs is how we direct our control, or subtle our control is of them. For your beloved whites, one use of my command undead ability was all when I walked in the room was more than up to the task. For us, your so-called master, more creative strategies are required. You don't control Zyklon. He controls you. Like I said, subtle. You bastard! Zyklon will destroy you and every one of your filthy hobgoblin friends when he finds out about this. Maybe. Would he have reacted any better to the news that I had been deceiving him, though? I highly doubt it. But let's be clear. If I tolerated your humiliating attempts to undercut my authority before, it was only because of killing you would have upset the delicate puppet things upon which Lord Zyklon unknowingly dances. But if you're going to stand here and tell me that you'll expose one of those strings to him, if you're going to be that stupid, there can only be one rational response to that. Hold her until you drain the life from her. Then devour her corpse.
You got it, boss.
No, stop. You don't have to do this, little ones. He just wants you to think you have to. You can fight back, resist. No, don't you understand? I love you. Why don't you? You love me. When you're all done with that, devour each other in the order in which you were created.
Sure. No problem.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Last one left, set yourself on fire. In the fireplace, please.
Dang.
That was cool. I feel like that's a cool time to end it.
After watching the start of Darkness and seeing Red Cloak slowly lose his spine, this is where he regrows that spine.
I feel like that's a good time to end it, don't y'all?
There's 3 more pages until the end. That's the end of the Team Evil scene, and it'll lead us back to the Order in the last arc. I'm sorry it had to end like this. But at least you brought your handiwork with you. Unseal every detail, every scratch, exactly as I remembered them. A perfect mass. The loss of your craftsmanship diminishes our people, Elder. May you be called upon the guild the edges of the Dark One's own armor. Disintegrate.
Isn't weapon gilding supposed to be a scam?
Armor, not arms.
Greater obscure object. Hardening, superior resistance, greater... Tom? Billy and Deanie, you can be the cockroaches, and Tom, and until Shiny returns.
Liches in the house, yo!
Oh, shizzle.
That's never say that again. Ellie.
Tom-
Never say that again.
Tom, monster in the
Of course
darkness.
you'd left it. No.
Tom? Tom!
They're muted.
Come on, Tom, we need you.
I thought I'd been talking this whole time.
Your mic was muted.
Oh. Oh man, I haven't seen him this mad since the last time I saw him.
I take it he knows then.
Clo, I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
You are not me.
I wouldn't go in there if I were me either. Which I'm pretty sure I am.
But he's been wrong before.
Oh, hey, Red Eye. I was just having a little confab with your number 2 here about why he called me back if he was just going to lose my phylactery to a bunch of snot-nosed elves and leftover paladins. But he just keeps going on and on about something totally unrelated.
Deanie?
Vinny,
Oh. Yeah. Breathe.
See? Stop trying to change the subject.
Lord Zycon, you can release Jirix now.
Who?
The blue hobgoblin you have there.
Oh, why?
Because I crushed the so-called resistance and took back your phylactery.
Gasp.
You did? Really?
I did, really. I also took the liberty of putting it on a new chain as well, and in a handsome faux leather carrying case.
Swanky.
If you look, you can probably see the smoking level of their headquarters from here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Huh.
Did you get to kill any paladins?
One, sort of. It was less satisfying than I remember.
Yeah, that happens when you get older, sometimes.
I think they
I think they have
built
a-
that.
So, good job then.
I was the one who lost it, like you said. It was my job to get it back.
Yeah, but I didn't think you'd actually do it. I just sort of assumed you'd putz around for like 6 more months, dragging your feet so you could stay and play civic leader.
Yeah, well, you made it clear that at the current exchange rate, that would cost me half an eyeball. At any rate, I'm done with that. That's Jirix's job now. My job is to help you capture a gate and bring the power of the star under our control. I can see if the best way to help the goblins is to get that done quickly as possible.
Don't think this change of heart means I'm letting you grow your eye back.
It never crossed my mind.
Good, I like you this way. It's like we have a grumpy pirate on the team.
Billy?
Thus began the legend of Arg Cloak.
Okay then, let's cast off ye evil mateys. What's her name, the chick with the pigtails?
Tukiko? She was here when the sewer team reported in.
Anyone seen her since?
No.
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 Not since I brutally murdered her 10 minutes ago. What? Does that count? I guess that counts.
What? But she was.
She broke into my personal study while I was out getting the phylactery, looking for something and ranting like a lunatic, so I fed her to her own rights. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Guess they were hungry.
They had the urge for a snack.
You don't say.
And she kept waving around this copy of your half of the gate ritual. Seemed excited about it. You don't know anything about how she got her hands on it, do you?
No.
Huh. Weird.
Wait, Tsukiko could cast both arcane and divine spells, right? If she stole Zykon's ritual, you don't think she was looking for the divine health in your study? You know, she could cast the whole thing by herself.
A coup? I don't think that little minx had it in her.
That you mention it, she did say something about having finally found a way to force Zykon to love her. In fact, she was very explicit about what she would make him do to her, starting with,
Okay, enough. Take it to the fanfiction sites. If you had to smoke her, you had to smoke her. Hell knows I've had occasion to offer an uppity minion in my day. Cost of doing business. We travel light then. You, me, and the thing in the shadows.
What's your problem?
I know. I'm just really sad now, thinking about Tsukiko. I just wanted to be loved.
So what? Who cares? Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm sad.
to the windy canyon then, Jirix. We'll contact you when...
Not so fast, Cyclops. We need to make a pit stop on the astral plane first.
Huh? Why?
I built a fortress tomb thingy there. Where do you think I've been these last few weeks? Now that I've got my phylactery back, I'm gonna hide it in there behind 100 spells and traps and whatever. Not only will no one be able to find it or gain entrance, but it'll alert me magically if anyone tries. It's a totally sweet setup. You didn't think I was going to let you keep carrying it, did you?
No. No, I definitely did not.
Alright then, I've got a bunch of scrolls to fire off and then a list of cleric spells I'm going to need you to prepare and cast on the joint.
Gate.
When those are done, it's Desert Ahoy.
Really? Can I have a fudge?
Desert with one S.
Give me a sec. I have chicken in my mouth. We should have no problems now that the rebels have been eliminated.
Remember to dress warmly.
Well, right, every day.
As I was saying before, I'll contact you when we've established control of Gerard's gate.
Good luck, Supreme Leader.
To you as well.
Tom.
Oh, hi.
Let me in, Tom. Open the door, Tom.
Ooh, I love the astral plane. Look. It's so silvery and weightless.
When the hell were you ever on the astral plane?
I don't remember. Maybe I wasn't.
This must be great for you. At last, a chance to really whip this place into shape without all of the distractions.
All right. With that dead cockroach, we are done with the Order of the Stick for a couple of weeks. Great job, everyone. I really hope I did justice to the Red Cloak and Tsukiko scene there.
I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
See you
Good
later.
night,
Hope you feel better.
everybody. Everyone get better soon. And I can't wait to do this all with you again. Good night.
Good night.